Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It is May 13th, 2026. I'm going to tap right in and get ourselves a planetary story. Now, I've heard these nefarious fellas talking about for entertainment purposes only. Yes, so, I'm not here looking into anybody's life. I'm here prodding and poking at the planetary circumstance, So wherever you feel you fit into that is where that is, but I'm certainly not grabbing or groping at your energy or your mind. Nope. So upon the planet, we got some stuff happening, and there are some big shifts, energetically and otherwise. Let us tap in and take a look, shall we? The genders are energy, so please do what you need to do with that. Alrighty then. In the central energy, Two of Cups, there's a partnership, love, connection. Ooh, somebody is in love. How about that? Committed, unity. In the subconscious, in the challenge position, in the challenge position, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, and it flipped into the reverse. So there's scarcity, a disconnection, conflict. Somebody's fighting over this Ten of Pentacles. You want to disconnect from somebody, from those who have been unstable, those who have been causing instability. Well, I'll tell you what, there's all kinds of instability going on out there, and unfortunately, I pick up on all of it, and it just isn't a good feeling. It simply isn't. There's a whole lot of chaos going on out there. And most people are empathic. They're transmitter receivers. This beautiful communication system we have as organic beings, and we pick up on a lot. So, Two of Cups, partnership in the central energy. In the challenge position, you got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's some kind of a disconnection, or from this family who has perhaps neglected you for money. Maybe they took everything from you. In the subconscious, you've got the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, family and conflict. Family competition. Aggression. That's the reset, and it looks like Africa is coming out real well. So they got some real good stability coming in. They're looking real strong. So it looks like they're coming out in a good way. In the recent past, we've got the Star. Oh my goodness, I got another strike on me because of naked cards. Let me go get my marker. Can't be showing boobies. Somebody, they get, I try to cover it up with my finger, but apparently I missed it, and I mean, I just came off of a 3-month strike, man, and all of a sudden, boom. So in the recent past, we've got the Star. Rejuvenation. Maybe you're out there shining brightly. You're bringing healing. You have healed. Intentions, expectations. Woo. 2 of Pentacles. Flexibility. You're able to be flexible and maintain your balance. You're doing pretty good with your finances. And you've got the 9 of Cups here. Your wishes are going to be granted, because you're able to stay balanced, Star. You know, and sometimes temperance doesn't always look, you know, no, because you have to alchemize the nasty parts, right, as they come in and decide to crash into your Star. It can be a little tricky when you're trying to wrestle that. Lots of people get uncomfortable during the process, especially when they're seeing you do it, and then they'll try to tell you you're doing it wrong or whatever. But hey, you're here. Many are not. In the near future, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, there's a harvest and a reward. And due to the Ace of Pentacles, opportunity and abundance. So harvest and reward, the hard work, dependent on your hard work, is what your reward is what your abundance and opportunity will be. In the previous chapter, you know, and I don't know about this one either, because I'm not familiar with this harvest system. I just know that I've been harvested for many lifetimes and centuries. So I don't know what's going to happen. The lens is being lit through. Page of Pentacles. We got an opportunity. Oh, Page of Pentacles is what? He has an opportunity. He's trying to manifest something with a hanged woman. He's trying to sacrifice somebody. Page of Pentacles has an opportunity to make a sacrifice, to let go. They're trying to find stability. They're making an offer. They're paying for a sacrifice, where they're paying somebody to do a sacrifice. In the environment. The Chariot. So there's forward movement here regarding the 9 of Pentacles, regarding the prosperity. And these guys they're real upset because you keep maintaining balance, you know. Even while the receiver, right, receives and then transmits. When you receive a chaotic thought or an energy, right, and you have to alchemize it, you can spin that stuff for quite a while before it settles. Now, these deceitful antagonists that command or dominate, speaking proper words without feeling, because they don't have the ability to feel. When you start organically processing, you know, they call it out as instability, but they've merged with AI, so, and they can't feel anymore. So it's like, you know, what they think is instability, because it's not patterning. It's not the same. You know, when the organic system, it's like it's a storm. It's when you create something, there's like this storm of inspiration, or there's this storm of solution perceptions, and you come up with all these various limitless solutions, and some of them are stupid or just plain dumb, or some of them are like way out there, and some of them are pretty okay. But in order to, you got to think of them all in order to come up with something. And these ones who don't think like that, they like to call it chaos and instability, but it's really just original organic processing. Something your synthetic people cannot comprehend. So we've got hopes and fears. We got the Emperor. The Emperor. Queen of Pentacles. And Page of Wands. Exploring some kind of thing. Outgoing energy. Outgoing energy. Six of Pentacles, generosity, and charity, temperance. So, what? Balance, temperance, harmony. And we've got the deceiver, the manipulator. So we got some charity from the temperance angel, perhaps. Perhaps there's lots of balancing of the scales after the manipulation and the dishonesty of these Seven of Swords trying to control the foundation. They're still here, so there's a lot of charity coming on for the Earth Angels or by the Earth Angels, but you still have this deceiver wanting to control your investment. You're the master here. You've mastered your mind. They were trying to cast illusions over your mind, and you've mastered your mind. And the King of Swords can see the truth of it. It may look like chaos, but, you know, what happens when you're the eye of the storm, right? Like you're standing here, a standing one, and then you got this storm whipping around in the crown of your tree. And you gotta calm the storm. And while you're in that process, you're going to have a lot of these nasty deceivers out there saying, look, attitude, anger, oh no. And they're going to try to deceitfully convict you of naturally, organically processing the shit storm that they create, this chaos in the world, so that they can accuse others of not managing themselves in it. You're not very nice. You've mastered yourself. You've mastered yourself. So you know what's going on in your mind, and you know what's trying to infiltrate. They still are out there planning and deceiving. It's like this. It's like these women. These stars, you know, it's like these guys, they just are constantly attacking them. And with the voices and the identity of a man, it's wild to me that these guys could just be sitting there right up next to this. There's charity being given by a temperance angel, and you got this deceiver manipulator right there wanting to control the foundation, wanting to strap you down again with this manipulative, deceptive, kind of a deceitful conviction of a crime that you haven't done, just like so many times before. This has been going on for thousands of years, and honestly, I don't have a lot of faith in this supposed final reset. It's too obscure, it's too hidden. Nobody ever announces any damn thing. We just got a lot of freaking nasties out there fighting for control at the expense of many others without their knowing. So we got running. Two of Cups, there's a partnership here, maybe some kind of a commitment. We got running. Maybe there's some people that are running. Challenge is 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. They didn't get your money. They're running. They didn't get your money. They're disconnected from your money. They were fighting you for it. They're getting arrested. Maybe they've been arrested. They lost out on the money. They got arrested. They're running. You got a 10 of Cups harmonious union here, but then you've got conflict. It's like these people were gaining contracts, marriage contracts with the stars, and then they were marrying their enemies. These dudes, the females were their enemy, and they've been getting sexual relationships, marriage contracts, business partnerships, whatever it took to get on your damn ship is what they did, and they've been deceiving the whole of the world. Who are these people? They're men. And this is what they've been doing to the women. The temperance angels, those who bring balance. And they're complaining because, well, it worked, strapping you down and force feeding you death energy and shit karmic debt. It worked, but they didn't give a shit about you or how you felt or what they were doing to you. They destroyed so many souls. They just burned them out, man. Having no care whatsoever. You get emotional about that abuse, though, and oh, you're unstable and you need to be strapped to the freaking wheel. And they've been casting this illusion and getting permission for thousands of years, and the concept of why this has been permitted is unclear to me. I heard in the beginning, everyone needed to be tested. Okay. We've got tunnels lined with human skulls. How long does a test have to go on? How many seasons? So whoever this was, these people that were in the 10 of Cups, these loving unions, it was all about competition. We've got praying. Maybe you prayed to God. Maybe you've been praying to God for thousands of years. Maybe something finally happened. We got the star there in the recent past. Renewal. Mirroring. So this is what it is, you know, there's sacrifices, and then there's the claiming of the sacrifice and the wealth that belongs to the star. And then they go out and they dress up in the energy and they mirror that person, and they never show up in the 3D. They are up there in some place spending your beautiful inheritance with their beautiful angel or whoever the hell. I don't know, man. 2 of Pentacles, balance, and a 9 of Cups. Wish come true, perhaps, I guess. There's a psycho that doesn't want to let go, spying on you from secret accounts. This is the curator. He believes that he owns the merchandise, meaning everything, all of the life force vitality, the gifts, the source connections to the upper dimensional spaces. That psycho believes that he owns all of the earth angels' merchandise, their soul, their spirit, their higher self, everything. He's a psycho. 7 of Pentacles, there's a harvest and a reward. That you are an earth angel. You came into a reward. You got this psycho that's been mirroring you. You were able to keep your balance, so they don't want to let go. They want your reward. They want your Seven of Pentacles and your Ace of Pentacles. They don't want to let go. You are in a Two of Pentacles balance. You're doing just fine. You don't miss this person. You're not pining after them. You're like, let go. Just let go. But the psycho is a psycho. Page of Pentacles. They're paying somebody to do a sacrifice. Freaking immature, whatever, paying somebody to do a sacrifice. A thug. So be on the lookout. They're probably going to send in a freaking thug. Probably due to do a 3D thing because their stupid magic is failing. These mighty men mirroring women. We got the Chariot here. Somebody's determined and moving forward. We got the Nine of Pentacles. Life of luxury coming up. A living in the moment. It's for you, or it could be for whoever is mirroring you. Take it as it resonates. The Empress there with the Queen of Pentacles and a Page of Wands. Enthusiasm. They're going to live a great life on this harvest. They're going to live a great life on this harvest. Six of Pentacles, Charity of the Earth, Angel. We've got Seven of Swords, Deception. And freaking Four of Pentacles, binding you, sucking the light out of you. Romance. Fucking romance. So there's a Six of Pentacles and a Temperance energy. A Charity, there's this beautiful, you're getting assistance. You might be giving something. This Temperance angel, or maybe you are bringing forth, you're balancing the scales. You're bringing forth some kind of a energy. You have a deceiver here that wants to come in to your freaking foundation and offer romance. Some freaking guy wants to come up and stick you with his swords again. He wants some of your charity, Queen Bee. So this is somebody who deceived the Queen Bee. There's a deceiver here with the Four of Pentacles and a Seven of Pentacles, or Seven of Swords energy, wanting to make a romantic offer to a Queen Bee. It's a deceiver. It's somebody who wants to stick you with the damn sword. And it's too late. And it's too late because the Queen Bee has learned her karmic lesson and it's just too late. It doesn't mean the psycho is going to let go. I mean, the psycho is what he is. He's a freaking ghost. He's dead. He needs to consume the energy of a star in order to be just like her, to appear as though he's alive. We're closing this cycle. And those who hate you, love to hate you, are all up in their feelings about it, feeling like a jackass about I love you, marrying you, and then sacrificing you. They're a complete, disgusting piece of shit excuse for a life form. Memories of the twin flames and what they've done to those, we've got blocked, has them blocked. And legal matters regarding this stupid toxic lifestyle that they dumped on the person that they were using as a karmic recycler, payer. Bad news, they're drinking to cope. We got goodbye because their true colors. Divine Feminine sees their true colors. It's sick, man. It's so fucking sick. I can hardly believe that a being such as this, wearing the face and the identity of a masculine, this is so sick. What they have done here, it's so heinous, so freaking vile. It's absolutely sick. And they've been getting away with it for centuries. Well, you got a Page of Pentacles that wants to do a sacrifice. This is a thug. You don't miss them at all. But the crazy psycho is hi, psycho. Hey, baby, I bet you're the curator. So this crazy psycho doesn't want to let go. So we got a harvest and reward, and you don't miss them at all. You're like, just get the F out, because you've been emancipated from their energy. And they're like a freaking crazy psycho. They're like nothing without you. Absolutely nothing. They've been living in this mirror for centuries. They've been living in the mirror of this star, of these temperance angels, for centuries. They don't have any energy. They've been masquerading and prancing around as though they're the master of this secret garden when they're nothing but a freaking vampire. Siphoner of souls. Beautiful feminines, and then you know what they do to the boys, or maybe you don't, but it's heinous. They can't have any competitors. It's heinous. So we've got the Two of Cups. There's a partnership. Somebody's running. We've got silence. They're undergoing a reality check. Maybe they're trying to be quiet. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. They lost the money. They're going to the police station. Their comfort zone was a trap. They thought this was going to go this way for another, like, infinity or whatever the heck. These Ten of Cups marriages were Five of Cupsing everybody, sacrificing them, feeding on them energetically in their flesh, having children just to do that. Harvest a soul. You might have been praying about it. You might have been praying about it. Unfollow equals self-care. You're free of these people. You've unfollowed them. You don't care about them. You don't know who they are. They're obsessed with you. They're obsessed with comparing themselves to you. You don't know who this crazy psycho is, but somehow they got into your energy. Some jackass didn't like your perception of reality, so they let this little punk-ass pimp They let this punk-ass pimp have the energy of this star temperance angel. And for centuries, this little jack-off has been mirroring it. And everybody's been falling at their feet. Oh, let me kiss your ring, sir. The universe was trying to guide them. They were ignoring it. This dude was mirroring your energy. The universe was giving guidance. He was ignoring it. And now he owes you nothing but silence. Again, we've got a reality check coming back to reality. He wasn't listening. Why wasn't he listening? Because the soul and the messaging wasn't meant for this psycho. It was a temperance angel star's messaging, and they've been mirroring it for centuries, at least 3,000 years. But now you're in this Two of Pentacles energy. You are balanced, and you've got this, your wishes are being granted. This cycle can't touch what you got coming, although they are here speaking constantly on how they're going to obtain it. Now, the Royal Mother stated some time ago to be prepared. They're not going to survive. So they're coming for it. In all the little ways that they do, this little psycho is stalking you from secret accounts. You're the main character. He's crazy obsessed. He wants to be you so bad. This little psycho boy, this little man boy or whatever, he wants to be you so freaking bad, Star Earth Angel. Your confidence is and your transformation has got him perplexed. He's like, arr! And you've got the Seven of Pentacles. You're coming into a reward. You're with the Ace of Pentacles, you know, and you don't miss any of these people. But they're forcing in themselves in, pushing in, pushing in, pushing in. And you may find yourself at this stage to just step off, step off. It's like separate yourself out from every effing buddy. It's like, don't fucking touch me. Devil, looking for situationship advice. You don't give a shit about this psycho man. He's a freaking devil psycho. He needs a sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice. Because that's how he fuels his existence. He's probably been alive for a few thousand years. On your juice, baby. On your juice. But now you're free and somebody else has got the juice and this psycho wants it back. He needs situationship advice. He needs to know how he can get in there and deceive you, Queen Bee. He's right there in the outgoing energy with the Seven of Swords. He wants to bind you to that Four of Pentacles. He wants to control your foundation. He needs you. But it's too late because you've learned your karmic lesson. They can't trap you or keep you. And it's really disgusting the way they keep violating the energy, the mind, the life. They feel entitled. So we got a devil here looking for situationship advice. Page of Pentacles wants to make an offer or make a small investment with the intention of sacrificing somebody. We got a thug. They're a thug. They're coming in with a small offer. Because you're moving forward into a life of luxury and they want that sacrifice. And you're saying no. You're like, no. Bug off, man. Bug off. You're empowered. And you're like, no, I didn't need you when you were kicking my ass. And I had to heal myself and then grow and expand despite it. And I don't need you now. Chariot, you're moving forward into your life of luxury, living in the moment, and you've got people here wanting yours. They want it so freaking bad. The old people wanted it, and now the new people want it, and I don't know, Queen Bee, what are you going to get? Fake version of you is being rejected. You changed the whole vibe. Your authenticity is showing. The fake version of you is getting rejected. The Emperor is here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. It could be a mother, father, and son. It could be an entire family here. And we've got retrograde and rejection. God is blocking this person. This page. So we got Emperor here, Queen of Pentacles, Page, family. And we've got retrograde for this person. They got to accept responsibility. God is blocking him for you. Outgoing energy, we've got the Charity of the Temperance Angel, and we've got a Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles. A deceiver, manipulator, wants to control the foundation, so they want to come forward and offer romance for a Queen Bee, but it's too late because she's learned her karmic lesson and she knows he's a deceiver waiting with 7 knives to stick them right in her. And she's like, the self-love looks good on you, Queen Bee. You don't need that nasty ass to come up there and offer you some scarcity. when you can give yourself everything? Everything. It's yours. You don't have to share it with anybody. They're mad. They're mad because they did everything sober. They knew, premeditated. They laid it out, the strategy, real good. And nobody is going to steal your spotlight. Those people with filters trying to be you, they're losing signal. They're losing signal. Boundaries are coming up and they can't sleep because you're not powerless. You might be messy, and the way that your original organic transmitter receiver communications system of source divine, the way that it processes cannot be explained by these nasty asses that have been driving their own filth with the Wi-Fi bullshit into the delicate receiver of humanity. Messy does not mean you're powerless. You can control your own mind. You can control your own actions. You can decide whether or not you're going to take action on some angry thought. You're not out here living some jackass's story for you. There's script. There's scripture. You're not fulfilling a role that some psycho false prophet has told the world is going to happen. And they're like, refresh, refresh, refresh. They can't get signal, these lazy people. They're losing you. They're losing you. And you know what's sick is that there is like this sexual energy, and it's like, it's kind of nasty. It's like, everybody's getting excited or something, you know? And it's like, it's just, after centuries of being violated from the unseen devil, you know, it's very much the same, it feels. Because the star, the temperance, the star, I mean, you might be here in the star energy, but the temperance angel is in an upper dimensional space. And whether it's your true angel or stand-in, who knows, man? Who knows? Because the harvest is here. And they harvest earth angels so that they can have a high dimensional existence. Beast of burden, right? Earning the reward that they harvest. Who knows? It's the way that it was previously. I really don't know what to expect this time. You can tell that I'm pretty fed up with it though. I don't like these devils pretending to be husbands when they have the full intention of sticking a knife in it, man. It's so freaking heinous. The way that they have defiled and betrayed love. Armor. So, Two of Cups, running, silence. They're having a reality check. Armor. It could be that you're armored up. Maybe you've got protection. Maybe they didn't know about it. I mean, somebody else has the harvest now. This devil psycho lost you. And so whatever they're doing, they're coming up against the new ownership of whatever energy source this is. This temperance angel's merchandise. They're having trouble because they lost the pentacles. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. They got arrested. Their comfort zone was a trap. Shadow. So the shadow, they had bound you to the shadow with these stupid contracts, and you were forced to serve them with everything that you had. Star, temperance angel. They got a contract, the 10 of Cups, a marriage contract. And then they turned it into a war, a competition. They wanted to take all of your earth angelic stuff. And this psycho curator says, I own all of the earth angels merchandise. And he's still here refusing to let go because he's been mirroring it, feeding on it for thousands of years. This consciousness is his only connection to source, and he refuses to forfeit the connection. You know, and of course everybody says, be careful of what you say, you know, you got government officials looking after you or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, man, I know. But they knew who I was centuries ago, and they've known who I've been since the beginning. So why? You know, it's because you're talking. It's because we're talking. I mean, we came online. They want us to be quiet. That's why all the burning and the torturous deaths and all of that. They want to traumatize the soul so that if you come back, you'll be afraid. And we got fleeting, praying, fleeting. We got this religious malarkey there. Your sleeping spell was fleeting. You're awake now. You're free. You're breaking free. The star is here, and we got mirroring. So they were not listening to God's guidance, because the guidance that was coming was not for them. It wasn't for them. They didn't listen to it. They led everybody down a path of incoherency. They did not teach people how to take care of themselves, and this person does not know how to take care of themselves. They've been siphoning the earth angel and essence and merchandise for centuries, and that's how they've been getting things to work. It's a complete mismanagement, irresponsible in the freaking most heinous way ever. You're the main character, and you got this psycho spying on you from secret accounts. They've unalived you many, many times in past lives. They know exactly who you are, exactly where you are. They know your comings and goings. They know where your doors open into in your house. They got this beautiful satellite system and these beautiful weapons of war. They know everything about you, and they have since you were a child. You're in a Two of Pentacles balance. You're coming into, your wishes are being granted. We got psycho spying on you from secret accounts. You have transformed. You are the main character, and you're temperance. Again, temperance. You are temperance, and we've got these psychos out there, these animated corpses, these dead men running around. It's like their soul will be safe as long as they stay alive. So they got to stay alive as long as they can. Some of them have boasted of being alive for what, 3,000 to 5,000 years. They're not in, but because as soon as they go out, their soul is going to go to whoever they've dedicated it to, because they're not protected. So they got to figure out better, new and improved ways of staying alive. And I guess AI is one of those things. They can just put their consciousness into a robot and their soul or whatever. And I don't know, man. They thought they had it all worked out. So there is the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, a harvest and a reward be due to your growth. You don't miss these people at all, but this devil, this codependent person, this deceiver who's been exposed, they're looking for advice from a woman, trying to guide him. How do I go snatch this woman up? How do I do it? How do I do it? Because she doesn't miss me, man. She doesn't miss me. She doesn't want anything to do with me. This is like an Agent Smith. This is like a guy that he could be anybody he wants to be. He just can Agent Smith somebody. Stranded. They might be stranded. They might be stranded. They might be looking for advice on how to leave you stranded. Page of Pentacles is there paying somebody, making an offer for a sacrifice. A hanged woman. And we've got thug. And we've got boundaries. You said no. So what? You said no to the devil. You left them stranded. Now they want to come in and do a sacrifice. They're paying somebody to come in. They're paying a thug to come in and do a thing. You told him no. You told the devil no. And he's all out there. Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. Oh yeah, the devil's like, you better give me your heart or you can forget about it. It's like, if I can't have you, nobody will. And you all, especially if you've been in domestic violence situations, you know very well that mentality. And it's all this mind parasite, this principality that's hopping from freaking mind to mind, playing in the consciousness of temperance angels. And I've always known from the beginning, you can't make a deal with the devil. You can't. They will never honor a contract. They will never give you what they say they're going to give you. They will only take everything. And once you bind yourself to them, it's over. You can't make a deal. It's like, no, 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 no. And yeah, you're going to suffer. Yeah, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer real, real bad. But you'll keep your soul. You're saying no. You're empowered. You're setting boundaries. You're inspiring others to do the same. Maybe he tried to pay somebody to sacrifice you, and this thug is saying no because they're inspired by you. Who knows? Maybe a thug likes you. We got the Chariot here. You're moving forward into a life of luxury. You're going to be wealthy, living in the moment. And we got a fake version of you. You changed the whole vibe on the fake version of you. They just couldn't keep up. You're a brand new you. And you know, in order to be who you are today, after all these lifetimes that they had you buried, and they thought for sure that all their pornography and all their broadcasting of it, all this time, was just going to make you disappear in a status of disgusting, sinful fire and whatnot. Secret garden. The fake version of you in the secret garden getting rejected. The Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, family. We've got retrograde and God blocked him for you. Fake version of you, not going to be able to do no magic. Whoever this is, this fake version of you is in the secret garden and they're getting rejected. Look, rejected. They're right there. This is you. This is your stuff. This is your living in the moment. But right on the other side of that is the fake version of you in the secret garden. They want it. They're right in your business. And we got magic reverse. So their magic is not working. I mean, it might be, because all day today, it was just like, there was like this step off, step off. So this is the message that's been running through my mind. And I've been really, it's been kind of like driven. And I've been kind of like, it's like step off, separate, get out, separate. It's like this weird thing. I thought it was me. But it's this weird principality and the way that they like to ROTE thoughts through the receiver. Step off, back off, don't touch. No, 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 no. That's the message for today, is what's been going on in the mind. It's very serious. Could be going through a caretaker's mind in the secret garden. Grounded. So there's charity here. 6 of Pentacles of the Temperance Angel. You might be giving it out. But you also have a 7 of Swords deceiver here, wanting to rebind you, Queen Bee, to the wheel. They want to offer you romance, but it's too late because you've learned your karmic lesson about that. Your glow up looks real good on you, and you're like, hey, honey, I'm sorry, I don't date anymore. I'm not into it. Get off of me with your romantic proposals, because I've learned to plenty. plenty in the past. Childlike. They're childlike. And things are falling apart because you're like, you don't want anything to do with them. You've learned your lesson. You don't want anything to do with them at all. You're glowing up and it's too late for them. You don't want that. It's like, don't. And then you got these nasties out there freaking doing whatever they do with their stupid little sex magic. It's so vile. You know, and it's no wonder that the court system doesn't arrest anybody for that, because you got these nasty magician devils out there jerking off and doing their sex magic on everybody all the freaking time. RAPing people from an unseen place, defiling their freaking most sacred essence. Single, celibate people, they don't care. And then they go out there and tell the world, oh yeah, I got it on with her, we have a thing. Oh, no, you don't. Don't even freaking know ya, man. Don't even know you. Two of Cups is here. Somebody's running. They're having a reality check regarding your armor, your protection. Independent. Fiercely independent. You're very strong. You're very protected. Taking the lead. Healed, not hooked. People are running. So it could be that there's been some kind of verbiage or thought process running through the mind today, feeling intensely. And somebody may be out there trying to defile your sacred, your womb space with this energy, this devil. They want you to be stranded, so they're talking to their Jezebel, saying, hey, how can we get this person stranded? How can we get them, kicked off anymore? And it could very well be that they're running this rhetoric through your mind to don't touch, don't stop, don't do anything, don't, barf, I mean, maybe they're doing that to you. And maybe you truly feel that way. Who knows? It's been thousands of years that these people have been harvesting the womb and the sacral from an unseen space. They feel that they can just come in and take your most beautiful sexual energy and just use it however they want without ever introducing themselves. And they feel good about it. Proud. I don't understand the mentality, to be honest. Block and blessed, boundary, no contact, closure. These people they didn't get your 10 of Pentacles, it's in the reverse. They're getting arrested. Their comfort zone was their trap. So these shadowy people doing their thing, they appreciated you. They wanted everything from you. And now you got block and bless. Block and bless, no contact. No contact. They didn't get your, 10 of Cups, because it was a marriage. They would get a marriage contract and then they would turn it into a 5 of Swords and stick you with it, be aggressive, steal your honor. Spirit said that they've been stealing your honor lifetime after lifetime after lifetime by marrying you. I've had dreams or past life memories and these guys have said, on the first year anniversary of a marriage contract, that's when they like to do it, the sacrifice. Somebody has drowned me before. I've been like knifed like 50 some times, you know, freaking crazy shot. It's as well as all the other kinds, you know, the burnings and the roasting in the bowl and the baby, the infant sacrifice. These things these people do. You know, we've been here a long time. We don't just live once and go. We've all held very many names, and I think the reason that so many people relate with so many of these mythological characters in the history is because perhaps we are more than what we believe ourselves to be. Hidden truth. Treasure. Fleeting. The sleep was fleeting. So you've uncovered the tip of the iceberg. The star mirroring. They were mirroring the star. You've recovered from the mirroring. We got some guy there. He was not listening to the guidance. The divine was speaking. And this psycho was put in charge of translating the messages, but he wasn't listening. He was leading everybody down a path of incoherence because his job, according to his boss, was to trans everything, to twist it. He owes you nothing but silence. They don't know how to take care of their mind. They tried to slip this. So he owes you nothing but silence. He cannot take care of his own mind. He's losing it. He's a psycho. You were bringing temperance to his stability. This guy has a black hole soul, and he's got to feed it something. And he's been feeding it temperance angels. You're the main character. They want to come after you. Somebody's been saying, be careful of what you say. The government's going to come after you. Well, you know, what's new, man? They have every freaking lifetime. And I choose me. I freaking choose me. I'm not going to shrink because some crazy effing psychotic freaking torturous brutalizer soul harvester bastard is out there freaking spying on me. It's been happening for centuries, man. What the hell? Pretty much sick of it. Pretty much sick of it. So the devil is looking at Jezzi saying, oh shit, how do I get this woman to go out on a date with me? They survived. They're no longer hooked. Oh no. They're coming into a 7 of Pentacles, an Ace of Pentacles. You got a lot of stuff coming, and you don't miss any of these assholes. You don't miss their physicality. You don't miss their sex. They were never very good at it anyway. Who gives a shit? They're just plugging in and downloading or draining your freaking rainbow covenant of all its goodies. Who needs that? For a nasty jack that's going to get up and say, oh, thanks, babe, and then never call again. Who needs that? Nobody misses that. Worthless freaking connection. They're out there reaching with their stupid little sex magic, their little whatever the hell. It's nasty. You know, they're out there with another person, trying to connect to the intimate energy of a single woman out there wherever, and it's gross, man. I cannot believe this is the height that these people aspire to. It's sick. I just don't get it, man. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Fucking wanker. Oh, fuck. Fucking wanker. They left you stranded. They had you bound, but you're free now. You're coming, you're what? You don't miss them. We got a female trying to coach this devil on how to get you rebound, on how to possess you. It wasn't love, it was control. Possession, power play. They want to make a power play. This devil, psycho, on this main character, this female who's making a clean break, coming into a life of luxury. He's lining up Jezebel. How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do it? We got the Page of Pentacles making an offer for a sacrifice to a thug. And we've got, there's nothing hotter than saying no. Perhaps they're doing that because you said no. But there's inspiration here. Maybe you're inspiring people. Maybe somebody's done tolerating bullshit and now they got to unalive you because you're like, F the F off, and you're being very loud about it. And it could be that there's some government shady principality in a freaking animated corpse that wants to take you out because you're talking about it. A harvester from a previous life who knows full on well who you are. We got the Chariot here. You're moving forward into a life of luxury, living in the moment. And we got a fake version of you. We got rejection. You changed your whole vibe to be easier for them. And no more. You're a great big star temperance angel. And now your vibe has changed. They can't be you. They could be you when you were behaving as though you were an innocent, sweet, young girl, child girl, innocent and pure, not gonna argue or just give you everything. And they're like, oh, thank you, bitch, dumb bitch, yeah. Oh, they were happy. You kept giving it to them, but you're actually the queen freaking bee. And you were just doing what you were told to do. Serve the people. And learn about as much as you can, about as much as you could. So you're the caretaker of this secret garden. You're the one that grounds and stabilizes the energy. You've got a fake version of you in the secret garden, and they are what? They didn't give you anything. They're being rejected. It could be that you gave them your all, but you're no longer giving them anything. You gave them your all. They've been enjoying it for centuries, and now you're not giving them anything. The Emperor is here with the Queen of Pentacles and a Page of Wands. Family. The magic is in the reverse. The Magician is in the reverse. Whatever magic they've been throwing out for all these centuries is coming back on them and their bloodline. It's taking them out. It is retrograde, and God is rejecting them. You're rejecting them. You're blocking them. The divine is protecting you from them. They still want to try, though. Oh, they think they're going to outsmart the divine who wants you alive. And they want you, a fierce, independent woman. They say you are necessary, which you are. But you got this sleazeball devil with his little drippy wand wanting to go mimic a powerful woman. He's like, oh, I want to dress up in that fancy energy. Yeah, Mr. Sexy. Retrograde. Going to have to take responsibility for everything. And if they can't, they're going to have to stick themselves inside of a freaking robot or something if they want to save their soul, because apparently it's only safe as long as they're alive. So we've got illusion, the mystery, photographs, single people. So it's like whatever, the unknown, the confusion of the photography, keeping you alone. So this is a what? This is somebody who creates illusions, using photographs. Is this somebody who takes still photos and creates animated videos out of them in order to get you to be seen as a foul person and stay alone? Boy, these are real heroes, aren't they? The charity of the temperance angel has attracted you. A 7 of Swords masculine, he's sitting there holding those swords. He's ready to stick them in there. He wants to stick you to that freaking 4 of Pentacles and control that foundation. He wants romance, but the Queen Bee says it's too late. I've already learned my karmic lesson. The quality of these entities here, these psychotic freaking mirroring, these men running around in divine feminine energy that they've harvested by doing malicious things, it's sickening. So you're choosing yourself, you're confident, you're glowing up, and these people are childlike. They're very immature, and things are falling apart for them. Maybe things are falling apart for them because you're innocent, and maybe God is protecting you. And they're very, very upset. They want to separate you from God. They could be having you say or move things through your mind that says, stop, no, don't touch, no, I don't want the opportunity, no, I don't want it, don't want it, don't want it. It's like this rejection rhetoric that is being run through the mental body now. They're trying to separate you from your armor, from your protection. This fake version of you wants the position in the secret garden, and it could, I mean, I don't know. You've got the Emperor here with the Queen of Pentacles. That could be this fake version of you and their son, this Page of Wands, this whole family. All that magic is coming back on them. Retrograde. Rejection. Because you deserve better. And you're going to get it. You've been out here all by yourself, and now you got some new energies in, some protective energies, and you're dealing with all this other stuff too. It's just nasty, man. It's like getting kissed up on one cheek and then slapped on the other constantly all day long. It's crazy, man. And these fellas seem to think that this gal, they seem to think this is the best way to manage an environment. Oh yes, we're responsible. These gaslighters. So things are falling apart. They twisted the truth. They left you alone. They left you in the dark. They siphoned all of your energy. They told big bad lies, and now you're glowing. You're glowing right on up. And they're like, oh no, it's too late for Mr. Hold a Sword and stick you with it to get romance with you, because you already know that these entities that are here in this particular realm they get contracts. They're sleeping with their enemies, which would be you. You're about ready to encounter somebody. So you could be meeting somebody by chance. It could be that somebody wants unfinished. They might need a sacrifice. You're going to have to use your discernment, because you're getting, these guys are right on your heels. They know that you're about ready to meet your person, and they need a sacrifice. This fake version of you wants to step in as you badly. They only use you when convenient, you know. They're shallow and they have no depth. You're still hurting here. Somebody might be hiding their feelings regarding a commitment, drinking, because you got a no contact zone. They can't get into your house. They can't get through the door. Whoever these disgusting little magicians are, it's coming back on them. Their whole family. Everything that they did to you from the beginning to the end. And to any of you that are psychic out there that are actually with me in this other space, just please be aware that any negativity that you hear coming from me is specifically meant for the psycho devil that doesn't want to let go. Okay? And I know sometimes that what moves through me can be challenging. Trust me. I'm 60, and I've been dealing with this crap for lifetimes. And this life was no different than any of the others, except that I survived, apparently. At least so far. I mean, you got this little nasty page trying to make an offer to do a sacrifice, some thug, because you said no. Or maybe the thug said no. He said, no, not this one. I'm not going to do it. I don't know. They're like, oh, it was a power play. Ego left you stranded. They're like, what do I do now, Mr. Devil? You don't miss them at all. They have nothing to offer except the freaking, hey, would you like to go on a date? Oh, I don't, but this guy comes, I'm sorry, man. That's exactly what I see when they come up. I see that. It's been too many centuries, ghost of you. Two of Cups here, commitment, running, silent, reality check. You disappeared inside yourself to survive. And they're like, oh, she's never coming back. She's never coming back. Dumbass porn star thought you were never coming back. She says, oh, she's a ghost. We sucked the life right out of her. She's never going to get her glow up back on. Oh! I'm feeling snarky. I'm feeling real snarky. I think God would forgive me for saying a big buff on freaking goo to any of you. I don't give a shit. Because I'm fully expecting God to move me out of this realm if I have to ever consider romance again. Because I'll tell you what's roaming around out here. People like that. Why? Because you said no. And they looked at your Earth Angel Star Harvest, your merchandise, and they said, that bitch, she better give me what she has. And that's exactly what they've been doing. They've been finding the most brightest, most powerful soul. And then they've been making an offer. And if it gets rejected, they don't care. They'll come up and take it any way they can. And they're baneful magicians, black magicians, doing sex magic in the shadows with these. They're not taking your 10 of Pentacles. They're getting arrested. Their comfort zone was their trap. Look, man, the shadow appreciated you. They sure did. They appreciated you and your generosity. You were taking care of them. And now there's no contact. You're like, I'm done. I'm done serving you, because all they did was defile you, desecrate you. And you are fragments of infinity. The infinity is in you. The power is in you. The armor. You're the independent leader that they have been pretending to be while defiling and desecrating everything. And the sick thing about it is, some of these men, they knew. This has been the norm for thousands of years. They've been participating fully. Many of them got off on this Jezebel freaking free-for-all sex fiend in these upper dimensional spaces. Oh yeah, heavenly fuckfest. Oh, this is great. Whoo, yes. they're pretty sick. They're pretty sick. And the sick thing about it is they're harvesting the actual temple, and then they're using that energy to do it so that they can create the illusion that they have a relationship with the person in the temple, when they don't have anything really. Velvet ending. It didn't have to be violent to be final, but it probably will. You discovered the tip of the iceberg about these marriages happening and then destroying the wife. That's their typical thing. Okay, they get married, they get some kind of a contract in the unseen or in the seen, whatever, and then they Five of Swords ya. As soon as they're done, you know, whatever, they gotta take your harvest. That's the hidden truth. They've been putting you to sleep. The marriages, the freedom is fleeting. Apparently it's gonna be violent. Apparently it's gonna be real violent. So the star is here. They were mirroring this star. They were not translating the messaging correctly. Now they owe you silence. They don't know how to take care of the mind. They didn't teach anybody how to take care of the mind. All they did was dismantle people's minds and starve souls. Feed on souls. They didn't teach anybody how to take care of themselves. They don't know how to take care of themselves. The only thing they know how to do is feed from an unseen place on a suffering soul or cause suffering. And they're just like, oh, we can. Yes, we're gods. We can. Hey, you're just an animal. I can feed on you whenever I want, they said. It's crazy freaking psycho. I own your soul, said the psycho. You're the main character. You're choosing yourself just as a clean break. You're a temperance angel. And you're making a comeback. Nine of Cups. Their hands are bound. They can't touch it. You're in a Two of Pentacles balance. You know, they don't like your personality. They don't like your perception of reality. They don't like the fact that the whole collective of these psycho freaking devils ganged up with each other, trying to defile you. They dumped it all in. They dumped it all in. And that greatness that you are, it's because the death energy and everything else that they tried to give to you, you just alchemized it, transmuted it into something that served you better. And now what do they want to do? They want to come in and take that. It's like, are you kidding me, you stupid piece of shit? So we got hearts are aligned. Hearts are aligned. So you choose you. You've got a clean break, temperance angel. There's a transformation. You're making a comeback. You've got a glow up. You're the main character. Hearts are aligned. When your truth and desires align, miracles unfold naturally. So what? Your hearts are aligned, temperance angel. You got this psycho spying on you. Maybe you got this. Where was that? Two of Cups is here in the central energy. Ghost of you. You disappeared inside yourself to survive. But what, man? There's been something about fusion. So it could be that the ghost of you is coming into some sort of a fusion, like the soul, the inner sun could be like activating or something. The ghost of you coming back online. You're very well, armored up, detaching from these nasties. You're very, very powerful. You're taking the initiative. Nobody knows what the hell you're doing. They all think they know. They like to tell each other that they know what you need. And they like to tell each other that they know your strengths and your weaknesses. They like to tell each other everything that they think about you, which usually is not favorable. But they say it over and over and over again. And my belief is that they do this with the hope that you'll believe it. or that somehow in the subliminals or the subconscious that they'll create some sort of a highway where the thought will live and that they can somehow program your subliminals with it. But if you're aware of it, it's just like a nasty Jack, just sleazeball out there talking nonsense, saying, oh, how you deserve it. But what they really mean is, I'm going to get you, you bitch. Yeah, that's what they really mean. Cloud memory. Not everything you remember is yours to carry. And that's the truth. Because this jackass bound you. It was never love. Look, it looks like him too. Little Mr. Wizard. Oh, I'm a wizard. Yes, I know how to bind you, you sweet little sugar. Not everything they dumped on you is yours to carry. You don't have to carry it. The stupid POS can just take that nasty shit and get right on down the road. You have soft armor. And they did not think soft armor would be strong. But you don't have to be hard to be strong. Be like water, my friend. Bruce Lee knew that, but these devils, these clever psychos, they don't know about that. Crazy psychos. Page of Pentacles is what? Making an offer to what? Let go, sacrifice, get rid of a hanged woman. A thug. Paying a thug to try to do a sacrifice. Maybe there's a thug that's getting sacrificed. There's a female on this card saying no. Maybe they were trying to hire a thug female. She said no. She's inspired by you maybe. Yeah, done tolerating bullshit. Then woke up different. A new clarity rises within you, ready to guide your steps. Awakening light. Howl at the moon. Done tolerating bullshit. You got some page out there making an offer for a sacrifice? Could be because you told a thug no, so now they want to come and take you out because you refuse to work with them. You know who they are. Why would anybody want to allow this back into the energy field knowing what their intention is? Their history. The Chariot is here. You're moving forward into a life of luxury, living in the moment. A fake version of you cannot keep up with the times. Your authenticity, they got rejected in the secret garden as a caretaker. You are the planetary stabilizer, or you are the stabilizer in this place, and you're not giving your all to anybody ever again. They're never going to take anything from you ever again. God said so. You have the thread of gold. Follow that feeling that pulls even when you don't understand it. And I don't know what's going to happen here, but apparently this is your last lifetime story. And now I don't know what that means. You know, it's a harvest for sure. You got the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. There is a harvest, and that is from an upper dimensional space. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if your 3D vessel stays here and then the environment kind of gets wiped out and you start from scratch building communities and such, or if it means that your angel self or whatever gets to harvest whatever your soul value is and move on up into the dimensional realms and you get to stay here and figure out some kind of a bartering system? I don't know. There's a separation. The ghost of you disappeared inside yourself to survive. But what's going to happen now? I just don't know. There's a door of no return. Thread of gold. And this is the thing. You deserve better. And everybody says you deserve better. You've got a thread of gold. You've got this beautiful golden light. You also have a beautiful white light. You're very powerful. Star, temperance angel times 2. You've been here thousands of years carrying a powerful light and a powerful darkness, holding temperance here for these people. They relied upon you. You were their antidote. These crazy psychos who could not figure it out. They don't have the intellect to provide solutions for themselves of their own accord. They have to drain it out of somebody else who does. You got a soul map, but they can't read it. So while they've been harvesting you for thousands of years, temperance, 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 star, they could not read your soul map. So they could not mirror you properly. They could not receive the messages. They were wearing your energy, sacrificed over and over and over again, but they could not get the messaging because the messaging was not for them. These freaking black magicians, devils, they think they're so freaking clever because they can torture people really well. Harvest a freaking soul. What's unspoken speaks the loudest. You're reading with your soul between the lines and you're going skybound. They were never meant to stay grounded. You were never meant to stay grounded. So you're rising into your vision. You're the light keeper. And this is your last lifetime story here. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, whether it's just going to be a timeline split or a dimensional hop, or if it's going to be appearing as though you're in this same body, but the angel, wife, or love, or what. I don't even know how this works. Between worlds. You are not lost. You are becoming something more. Maybe you feel like you're between worlds and you feel like this is just crap because you disappeared inside yourself. And now there's this fusion type of a thing coming together. And it's just like you got these hearts are in a line. You chose you. But at the same time, there's this fusion of you happening. So it's like you had to split. It's like they sucked the life out of you and your temple, and it's like your spirit or your angel or whatever had to disappear inside of yourself. And they couldn't see you because they kept siphoning the light out of you. So it's like your angel self or whatever had to disappear inside yourself. You're the main character. You are temperance. Your hearts are aligned. So your hearts, the angel self and you, it's like they're coming together in fusion. It's like the angel you and the soul you is coming together in fusion, and you're choosing you. So because you're choosing you, it's like, and you're stable here in your temple, and these people can't siphon you anymore. It's like the angel and the soul are coming into this alignment. Some kind of a fusion. But you have a false prophet here that's making an invitation. An unopened letter. A truth you never said is still shaping your story. You were buried alive. They want to come back. They want to offer you an invitation because they want to bury you alive. These people, they're desperate. God said this is the end of their relationship with batteries. So I seriously doubt that God's going to let them have you. Maybe you're being obnoxious right now and God's going to give you a different kind of an outcome, but he's not going to let these a-holes have you. Never again. They just don't know it yet. A passage is revealing itself. Step through with courage and wonder. So a portal is awakening here. And we've got stardust. So it could be somebody that was never meant to be here. Now, some time ago, I was in the astral, like dreaming or whatever. And I was driving a pink Cadillac. That Aretha Franklin song. Pink Cadillac, burning down the track. Anyway, it's the 80s. I was really into that. I always wanted a Cadillac. So I'm driving through the cosmos with my pink Cadillac. And I went through like 3 different galaxies. And I come up to this place and I get out of my car and I'm standing there and there's a masculine there and I can't see him or nothing. But he's a thing opened up and I saw the earth. And there was like a trail and there was this massive boulder and there was like a laser cut in the middle, like a big old, just cut the boulder in half. And there was just enough room for you to walk into this secret garden is what I see now. And I said, ooh, that looks nice. Let's go for a walk there. And he said, I can't, there's dirt. So it could be that he was never coming, but there's a portal awakening you, perhaps taking you there. You don't have to be hard to be strong. You've got soft armor, and it's like not all darkness is danger. Some of it is depth. You went deeper than these nasties thought that you went into the hell realm or the dungeon or whatever. And you have soft armor. You're very strong. You're not out there being a dominator, tyrant. You're very soft about it. And you left it light on. What I saw in the sacred shadow, so really, really dark. And then I saw these big bands of golden light. I mean, they stood there for a little while, and there was entities coming. And then once they got closer, this big bands of golden light went out and into whoever was there. And so it's like you left the light on, like you went deeper than these guys have ever been or thought that you could go. And you went there and you left a light on, the golden light. The thread of gold, source, identity that you embody naturally, that these ones have been feeding on and mirroring for centuries, ignoring God's instructions. They thought that it was you ignoring the instruction and leading everybody astray. This thing with the Sophia and whatever. They thought that it was a female leading everybody astray, but it was this psychotic mofo curator, trafficker of life that had intercepted the star temperance angel consciousness and then misled everybody. It's seen clearly now. We got a door of no return. So you're gonna be leaving, and people are leaving. Wherever it's going, there's a door of no return. In this secret garden, like they will not be taking anything ever again. God said they will not take anything from you ever again. You're this keeper of the secret garden, this fantastic temperance angel. Now you got temperance, and this. Healed, not hooked, armored up, the star, the soul map nobody can read, the golden thread. You deserve better. You've been living in a freaking realm full of Jezebel and devils that have been feeding on your soul and pretending that they were that. It's so sick, low vibrational. But it's about over. It's about over, and it's just real nasty because they're out there spewing their freaking jizz all over the place. It's so heinous, foul. So don't forget to do your purifications and all of that. And just know, in the cloud of memory, not everything you remember is yours to carry. Okay, because they bound you and then they piled it on you and then said it was you, but it wasn't. This energy, these thoughts of anger, these thoughts of perversion, these thoughts of wanting to hurt self or others, these thoughts, I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say most often do not belong to you unless you're part of this group. It's the psycho using that baneful black magic to transfer that kind of stuff, to project it into the waters, the inner ear of this receiver. So just try to be gentle with yourself, because the programming that they're running through will get you to judge yourself harshly, to condemn yourself to loneliness and suffering. and it happens to me, and I'm aware. So it's a never-ending story, this adding value to your soul and stepping into what it is you were meant to be, the all that you were meant to be. Alrighty then, this is the message. I hope that it brings clarity to something that you already intuitively knew. Do be aware of this psycho, because the fake version of you is right here in the secret garden up in your space, and you've got an Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, and their son, it looks like, who's having a whole bunch of magic backfiring on them, and they're like, oh gosh, you know? You're never going to give anything to them again. They took everything from you, and God said they will never take anything from you ever again. So no matter what it looks like right now, and no matter how it feels, and no matter what's going through your mental body, they will not take this from you. You are too valuable. You've been here holding stability in this skanky shit pile for freaking centuries. You are a phenomenal life form. Don't forget it. That's a message.